yes, of course you're frustrated. We expect to win those games, and I feel like we're good enough to do that. So,
Good morning.
good morning. Doing all right?
Did you get a chance to watch film and go back over everything?
Yeah. Changing up the routine this year, so watched it at my house last night and reviewed it again this morning. And went through our process. So, I mean, I haven't met with the coaches yet. That's after this. Haven't really talked injuries yet, so that's after this as well. But got a pretty good feel for it.
What after watching on tape, what jumped out?
I think it's the same, similar things we talked about after the game. We played really hard, put ourselves in position to win, and there's plenty of opportunities that were out there that we had that we could have secured the game probably earlier, and even at the end that we'd love to take advantage of those opportunities, and we'll learn to do that. But it stings, it really stings that that's a game that we feel like we should be able to win.
When you characterize that, Mike, as you played really hard, and it's obvious, to me, and seeing the effort the guys played with throughout that thing, what are some ways that you judge that? What are some ways that you evaluate how hard a team plays?
Well, you're looking. What I'm looking at is individual effort on a per play basis. So are we straining on the backside? Are we finishing plays in a down position on offense? It's a function of how you finish plays, probably, Brock. Honestly, okay. I mean that's probably the litmus test there. You can feel the spirit on the sideline, of what the guys are, and you can, on tape too, holes kind of disappear that were there, and because guys are running, so that's what we're looking at.
Was it as physical in person as it appeared on TV?
Yeah, that was a really physical football game, and our guys brought it, man. I mean, give the Niners credit, they played a good game, they played good enough to win. And but our guys played really physical.
I know we're going to talk probably over the course of the season a bunch, Mike, about a word you used in the post game, a word you've used with Mike and I over last year and this year, and that's complementary, right? Mm-hmm. Playing complementary football. Kind of just, again, week one, throwing it out there here early. What did you see in that kind of phase of it or that description of it yesterday?
Yeah, I think probably the most indicative stat was the time possession. The number of plays we ended up playing on both sides of the ball was pretty lopsided. I think we affected the ball on defense, which is good. So turnover margin, we were ahead there for a long time, part of the game, and Jackson got to take care of the ball there on the screen pass, and obviously the fumble at the end. So we'll keep bringing the ball to life on defense, and we need to protect it on offense. And special teams, I thought we did a good job protecting the football, and I thought those guys played really well. But the time possession was probably the most indicative of just playing complementary ball. And it's not just the offense. It's not our offense just not playing as well as they feel like they should, and as we expect them to play. But it's also defensively. I mean, I got to look at the early down numbers and see how we played on first down and second down, but it seemed like there was probably more than usual second or third and shorts, third and manageables for the Niners, and I think they were 50% if I remember right on third down, and we had a couple self-inflicted penalties as well that let drives extend, and then that's going to affect time possession. So we got to be more we got to be more effective and more efficient on offense, and we got to get off the field on defense. It's pretty much that simple.
Do you have a number in mind that makes something third and manageable? Like, what is it? Maybe it's different for every team. But
yeah, it depends on the field position. A lot of times when you're in plus territory, you have 2 to get it, based off of what our strategy is that week. So yeah, it varies. I mean, don't want to give you a number because that might be a little bit. That might be a giveaway on how we handle third down. Yeah.
But you have a number for your offense, I would assume, as well, of sort of this is a target of where we want to be by third down to make it manageable.
We're trying to not be in third down.
Fair.
I mean, you're trying to convert on first and second downs. Is really how you want to operate, but you want to keep it moving forward so you're not, in third and super long. And and then if you feel like the kind of the balance beam, it shifts a little bit, or the seesaw, like if it seesaws back into like, okay, now defense can be more aggressive, that's probably too long. I mean, that's going to happen in football, right? It's just you're trying to minimize those. We didn't create enough from one defense.
Yeah. I think it's easier, Mike, for all of us to watch the guy handling the ball, right? To watch a tackle blocking in space, to watch a receiver running, to watch a quarterback throwing. I think, it's easier for the fan to evaluate and judge that and in all the different ways. Hard with the offensive line. I think that's the hardest group for any fan, even someone that, may think they know the game of football, to know what techniques and what styles and what's being coached and taught. What did the group play? How did the group play from your eyes yesterday up front for you guys?
I think it's probably symbolic of where we're at as a football team. I think they played really hard. There's some details we need to clean up, which we'll be talking about as a staff here in a little bit. And then there's opportunities too for us to create some more explosive plays. If we can get those things dialed in, and very similar to what we saw earlier in the preseason. I mean, these guys are very capable of it, but let's make sure that we're hitting those targets for moving forward. I thought our protection was I thought we protected Sam really well for the most part until the last play. So we'll just keep attacking it, man. Look, these guys, they're determined. I think we're playing together. I don't really have the synopsis on like the communication part of what was happening on that front. We'll get to that here in the next couple hours, but hopefully that makes sense.
It's an observation, and maybe I'm off. You seem frustrated today, not surprisingly after a loss, but having talked to you after some of these games for the last year, you seem maybe a little more frustrated today.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, one, yes, of course you're frustrated. We expect to win those games, and I feel like we're good enough to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to be frustrated with it. But like I told the team after the game, I believe we have a really good football team, and I trust the guys in the locker room. I trust our coaches, and it's a long season, but there's an urgency to go make it right and to get better. And this is a really critical week for us to take a big step and to become a better football team. So that's where I'm at. I'm just kind of right now. It's just I'm in the process of us after watching the tape, and I don't have all the answers yet for you. I wish I did. But we'll get those over the rest of the morning and when the players get here, and then we'll move forward.
Some of the plays that kind of jump out from this game, 2 or 3 that swing it one way or another. Yeah. 2 of them on the final drive for the Niners with the 2 big passing plays, the touchdown and the deep pass. What are the coaching points for Riq Woolen on those 2 plays that get over him?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, look, there's the deep ball where probably until the last second or 2 of the play, he played pretty well, and we just got to be better when we're in and out of phase on how we're going to attack the ball. It's a technique thing. It's a fundamental thing with Riq, and then we'll get to the bottom of what happened in the end zone. But the ball was put up in the air. Let's go attack it. Let's go make that play. Which he's made those plays before, and it's funny. It's like okay, we're gonna single out those 2 plays, but I mean, there's so many other plays throughout the game that got us to those points too. But I mean, those stick out because it's the last drive on defense. But we'll play those better in the future.
It's kind of weird for me now, Mike, being on the couch and not being in the radio or TV booth as an analyst. And I put myself in Greg Olson's shoes, and I thought he did just a phenomenal job as a pure analyst, talking through different circumstances. And he was pretty adamant on the air that he would have gone for it in that moment. Salk and I have loved your process.
4th and 1.
Yeah, taking us into the process, and that's his opinion, and he gave why, and I appreciate that as an analyst. You're down on the field making that in real time. Can you walk us through the process of that decision and whether that was a tough one at all?
Well, it was a tough one, and I think the world of Greg. I think he's a phenomenal analyst, and he does a great job. It was a favored go for us on our model. just but you are making these things in real time. But it was a full yard, probably a little bit more so than maybe a full yard, and just call it a full yard from what I could tell. And I felt like if we took the lead right there, we were playing well on defense. It wasn't 4-down territory for them yet to be in. Like if we kick the ball off to them, it's not 4-down territory for them yet. I think they would still punt it if we got a 3-down stop in minus territory and get into 4-minute mode, which I felt good about that, the way we ran it that drive. And then if they got in plus territory, there's still 3-down mode to kick a field goal, which, what are we, 6 inches away from, being able to go down and kick a field goal with ample time on offense too. And then, and so that was the thinking. If you go and you get the first down, you're not guaranteed a touchdown. You're gonna knock some time off the clock, and ultimately you'll probably end up with a score on that. And then San Fran's going to be in a 4-down situation coming down the field, probably with all 3 of their timeouts, which is a difficult situation too on defense. I think the numbers are about 40 to 50%, 60% score rate in that. In that situation. So that's what was going through my mind.
I would think that I love the idea of looking at the models. One thing I would imagine is hard is that how does the model take into account touchbacks now coming out to the 35 since you've never really seen it before?
Well, you have expected outcomes now. I mean, there's no
of what happens when a drive starts at the 35.
Yeah, and like a lot of smarter people are input. That's taken into account is the average field start. Yeah.
It does seem like a pretty big deal. I mean, the 35, I know I'm getting old when I think about touchbacks coming out to the 20 on a kickoff, and that's been a while since it's been that.
Yeah, I mean,
look, the 35,
my God.
God.
The kickoff is an extremely important play now, which is the spirit of the new rule and the new setup. But it definitely affects your end-of-game situation, how you handle it, like the situation decisions, especially – the underrated thing is especially when there's less than 5 plays to go in the game. Are you willing to go kick the ball off? Do you want to kick a touchback? Things like that. I mean, those are all big time discussion points.
When you're factoring in all of the models and the game situation and all of that in that moment, how much are you considering the message, quote unquote, you're sending to your team, whether it's your offense, your defense, of trust, belief? How much does that factor in?
I mean, of course it factors in, but like our guys trust. I mean, look, I trust the heck out of our guys. I think they trust the heck out of us. We're trying to win the game, So, I think that one was. I felt pretty strongly about the decision in real time, but it wasn't easy. There's definitely an argument to go the other way, about trying to let's go run it for a yard or our best 4th and 1 play at the time. But I'm not worried about how the guys feel. I think they have our backs, and I know we have theirs.
How do you feel about the rookies? Their first taste, and it was violent, and it was physical, and it was an opponent that you all know pretty well. Just as a total rookie class, how did you feel like those guys handled game 1?
Solid start, I guess. I mean, go through it. I mean, I think Elijah had a catch. I don't know if Torrey had a catch. I got to go back and see how he did in the run game. Torrey, I think Gray played solid. Some plays. Again, same thing with the rest of the offensive line, but off to a decent start. And then, Nick's, it's really unfortunate what happened with Nick. I mean, trying to get him going and blitz him early in the game, and then just a fluke. It's football, man. Gets landed on his ankle, and then we got to audible and switch up from there.
You said after the game it does not look like a high ankle, and the X-rays were negative and everything else. Any further updates over the course of the night into this morning on him?
Yeah, I'll have more update later, but let's just say we're not sure on the timetable right now with Nick. So,
okay.
You referred to it, I think, afterwards as the Jax show, talking about Jaxon Smith-Njigba and 13 of 22 targets in the game and a whale of a game. Let's start with that part. How well did he play yesterday?
He played well. He's productive. I think Jax will be the first person to tell you there's more opportunities for him out there where we expect more of him, some of those situations for him to come through. and he'll do that. But he'll be the first one to tell you that. Look, we got great players on our offense. I mean, some guys that haven't really proved it yet and haven't done it, but they've done it in practice. Guys like Torrey and Elijah. But I mean, Cooper Kupp's going to get open, man. Like the guy, he's done it all camp. He's a great player. We got great tight ends. I think our backs can come alive in the pass game. So we got plenty of guys where the ball can go to, and did, and it will, moving forward. But our guys we're going to be just fine.
Those guys in the offices and cubicles at PFF really liked Sam's game yesterday. He was the highest graded according to PFF at a nearly an 83 grade on everybody offensively yesterday. Through your lens and your grade, how would you evaluate Mr. Darnold?
I thought the same thing. He's going to get a feel for the time, but I'd rather make decisive decisions and play ahead of things rather than the opposite. And I felt like that's what he did. Mm-hmm. So got us in and out of plays and operated our offense. Operation-wise, I think we're not there yet offensively, but solid start. Look, I mean, Sam played the way we expected him to play. He put us in position to win the game at the end. I thought we had 2 solid 2-minute drives. It's just unfortunate that, I didn't realize. I thought the ball in real time slipped out of his hand, but I didn't realize that it got knocked out from the pass rush.
I'm looking at that again. What did you see on that play?
Well, he's about to throw the ball to a guy that was open, it looked like, and the ball got knocked out of his hand. You guys saw the same thing, right? I'm watching the same game.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I wasn't sure whether, is that an offensive line issue? Is that something that the quarterback has to feel and move up and around and open up more space for himself? I don't know all the details and intricacies of the play there.
Well, look, I mean, plays have to work together, right? Like the timing of the route, the progression of the read, the footwork of the quarterback, and the protection all need to be together. So when your timing is off and when one of those things get out of whack, that's when you get a chance for a play not to go the right way. And that's what happened. Timing just got out of whack. And he was throwing the ball, and fortunately there's somebody's back right there.
Salk, and that's why you feel a little what you feel, and that's why I walked around the airport in Vegas the way I did, as if I lost $150,000 on the craps table, which I did not, thankfully, but some other despondent fools I'm sure did, because it was right there. I mean, it was just right there on that side with the check down, and even on the front side of the play with Cooper on the little in cut as well. So right there. Hey, just a couple personnel questions for me, Coach. We saw Tyrice Knight, and I know he missed a ton of training camp. And just kind of working himself back. Is that why there was a little kind of platoon with Drake?
Yeah. It's I think. Look, we're in week 1. We got a long way to go, and just like we told the team, look, after the game, I mean, in these things, let's take the emotion out of how we assess things, how we move forward. It's all about, if we're going to really be about chasing edges and trying to be better, then that's how we're going to operate after, no matter what happened, whether or not we do the touchdown pass at the end, we'd be thinking the same thing. But these personnel decisions are going to be considered along the same lines. Everything's under consideration. I think we have some competition at that position right now. Also, T. Knight's coming back from the knee, and he's going to be just fine. But you can't deny that Drake's playing really well too. So Drake deserves that opportunity, and it also is a way to limit T. Knight's exposure going through the first game.
If I would have told you before kickoff you're going to pressure Brock Purdy more than he's ever been pressured in his 4 years as a starter, 57% it ended up, at least on the stats that we're privy to, 57% pressure rate, the most that he had ever faced. What led to that, and can those pressures lead to more sacks?
What's the definition of a pressure?
Oh, they on the broadcast we're talking about movement, right? Just in his face, making him move, people around him.
Like get him off the spot.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Did you feel that? Is that something that matches what you guys and how you evaluate?
I did. I mean, look, I'm never going to be like, yeah, we were the best pass rush team of all time. I mean, like, you want to get the quarterback on the ground, and you need to affect the passing game. So what's the best way to do that? Well, disrupting the timing. Now that the quarterback playing timing and rhythm. For the most part, I thought we did that. Gave up the explosive there at the end. There's a couple other plays we need to get cleaned up. There's plenty to improve upon. I mean, our third down pass rush and pass coverage, we need to play better as a football team there, more complementary to keep them to hold it. So now we have opportunities to sack them. But there's a lot of great stuff on tape too. I mean, our guys, again, they played extremely hard. They played together. There's a lot of details we're going to chase and we're going to improve from. But yeah, of course, if you're going to try to attack, if you're going to try to affect quarterbacks, you have to not let them play on time, and so that's part of our goal.
Julian Love seemed to show up a lot. Did he have a good game yesterday?
He did. Yeah, Julian played really well.
And Kobe
played well too. Kobe played well.
How about the two running backs as you look to assess the play of the two running backs? How would you describe how they each handled yesterday?
Both played well, I thought. I gotta go back and get some more details on, who got what read and what was there for what guy, and we'll kind of get all that stuff ironed out. But both guys are playing well. Protect our quarterback. Thought they caught the ball well. There's going to be more opportunities for both of them moving forward, and that's how we'll treat it.
And
well, we appreciate. Sorry, Brock, go ahead.
I was just going to say, lastly, obviously it's week one, it's response. And the message to the boys when they come in today or when you get them kind of in the full room will be what?
Yeah, tell them the truth, tell them with love, and tell them how we're going to go moving forward. I don't really know that yet. I mean, again, I haven't talked to our staff yet. So this is just my kind of initial reaction to everything. Let's go figure it out. Let's go kind of set a course here of where we want to attack. But our guys are going to be awesome. I mean, they're going to have a lot of resolve and a lot of determination, and this is a big week because this is like the next week for us. We have another opportunity to go play ball on Sunday across the country in a great atmosphere, and let's go get ready to go play that game.
I think you'll be asked some questions about the number one wide receiver in Pittsburgh at all this week when you talk to members of the media.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll ever get that all week. Either that or what's it like in your second year? What's going to be a more frequent question?
Are you looking forward to seeing DK next week?
Yeah, of course.
You have a plan for him in the back of your mind
Not
somewhere?
yet. Not yet. I've literally just watched their game. I just watched their game this morning. So no, we have zero plans so far for Pittsburgh.
All right, there you have. That's the news of the day. No plan for Pittsburgh from Mike Macdonald. We'll run with that for the rest of the week. Seriously, thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Tough one yesterday. Get it back on Sunday, and we'll see you on Monday morning.